Hi Sagittarius, welcome, hello. Here's your 2025 spread. What can you expect for the 2025? What can we focus on? What direction you're being governed to? Let's have a look. So I'm gonna pull the cards out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use the major arcana cards. So this is going to be like your purpose for 2025, or the vibration, or your lessons for 2025, or where you're sitting at, where your life is sitting at right now. So let's look at Sagittarians, where they're sitting at, their life purpose, whatever this major arcana card comes out. It will work, don't worry. Got it covered. If you don't want to see this step, look in the description. Look at the chapters below, and you will see. You'll have timestamps ready. Okay, so it's just for the ones that likes to sort of stick around and see what I'm pulling. So we've got the Hierophant card. Ooh, look at you, Sagittarius. I'm ready to love and learn. Okay. Going to be an interesting reading already. So the next ones I'm using is for how you can approach 2025. What's going to go in your favor if you approach it this way. So for Sagittarians, their approach for 2025. So we've got the Queen of Wands. I am naturally creative. So your fire energy is coming in now. And then we'll go with the other aspect. So your recent past. This is going to kind of cultivate or interact with the Hierophant card. So that general what you're leaving behind or left behind. So recent past. Okay. Your present situation. So we've got the Death card. So there's been massive changes around Sagittarius, or there will be massive changes in. So the present theme or energy. Got the King of Cups. Then the outside influences that's affecting in 2025, or could be where it's where the direction is going for you in 2025. We're building up. Nice. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears for Sagittarius. Ooh. The Foundation card. The Foundation card. So this is what's going to help ground you for 2025. We're letting that go. We're letting that go. Okay, so the near future. Interesting. Near future for Sagittarians for 2025. Nice, nice. I do want to pull. Nice. We've got some balance going on. Right. I'll make a start, shall I? Okay, Sagittarians. Let's see what, I'm going to move that over there a minute. I'll come back to that. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So with the I would say with the Hierophant card and the Death card, I would say there's been some form of spiritual awakening happening. So 2024 was kind of like a real difficult was a real difficult time for you. Yeah. Um, and you shedded. So I'm seeing a snake in the mind's eye of, like, shedding a lot of skin. That sounds really nice, doesn't it? But kind of I feel like you've released a hell of a lot of things. So there's been a massive transformation that's come into play. So it's kind of like, because this is like the grounding card, which is the ten of swords. It's like, I still feel like there's going to be some still elements of letting go. So this is still quite raw for you, Sagittarius. So there's been a death of oneself. There's been an endings here. There's been some difficult phases that you had to go through here, right? Okay. And the endings was inevitable, and you kind of get that now. You've kind of figured that out. Um and now you're sort of like, you're ready to embrace some changes for the Hierophant, with the Hierophant card. Okay, so it's almost like you've gone through this spiritual awakening. Now, I know with spiritual awakenings it can take a long time, so when you're going through that transitional stages, but I say you're making your mark now, and it's almost like there's a stillness with you, especially with the King of Cups within your present situation. So I still see you Sagittarians still doing a bit of reflection in the beginning of the year for 2025. So I still feel like you're kind of in this phase at the moment. So I feel like you're interesting that the Hermit card is not present right now in your present theme, because I feel like the King of Cups is coming in as like, I'm going in with myself, and I'm listening to my body, I'm listening to what's going on. So I feel like 2025 for you is like a spiritual awakening aspect. Yeah. Your outside influences. Okay, so I feel as time goes on, you'll start rebuilding back up. So I feel like that newfound friendships, or new relationships is going to be forming in 2025. Okay, people that you can feel related to or have that relation to. So I feel like there's been a lot of severing of ties that wasn't suited. It may have come to abrupt end, so maybe there's been some, like, distrust in relationships, or like it's affected you. The Ten of Swords is like someone being stabbed in the back. It's been like a betrayal of some kind. So there's been a lot of betrayals that you've had to deal with. Okay. But now 2025 is kind of sitting you in, although you're still rebuilding and you're still like, you're working on yourself a lot, Sagittarians. I feel like as the year goes on, you're going to start exploring and be a bit more open to other possibilities in your life. So I feel relationships is apparent for you in 2025, because you're becoming more of who you are. Yeah. In the vibration. The hopes and fears card that we've got is in the Hangman stage. It is one of those bloody, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the Hangman phase, the Hangman card, because it has got a purpose in our lives, but it is a bloody pain in the rear end when we're stuck in that environment. Yeah, because it's almost like we can't move forward, we can't move back. We're just sitting there, sitting ducks right now. But with this, with your present theme is saying that you're still trying to figure things out and seeking the answers. And it's, if I was given that as an advice, a prediction would be like you're in that present phase. If I was given it as advice, it's like to get to the destination you need to be is like reserving your energy and taking care of you for 2025. Okay, so you can start, so you're able to reflect and see things in more of a clearer light. This is going to line you back into like your you as a person. Yeah. So there's a lot of adaptability. So it's like I want to see things differently, or I'm seeking these answers right now. This is your hopes and fears, but also it's like that fear of like, am I ever going to get out of this phase? Yes, you will in time. In time, you will. This is just the initials of what we got to go through. It's like a grieving process that we go through, and everybody's different where they go through this grieving process, right? But I feel like, for a lot of Sagittarians, okay, that it's gonna, partly you're still going to be feeling stuck in this phase. But as time go on, as you rebuild, I feel like new connections will form, and more on the physical thing where you feel more there's the relations, and they could be going through the same stuff as you. They could have had the same thing, so you're kind of like in lining back in together, okay, with this, right? So the attitude and everything that you go on to, I'm a natural creator, is like tapping into your into your energy, Sagittarius, and your vibration here. So I'm gonna, the is bringing out your wittiness. Yeah, look, I'm gonna cheat. I like cheating. So I'm gonna, Sagittarius are honest and optimistic, witty, independent, and adventurous. They enjoy traveling and sport. Negative traits is inconsistent and reckless and sometimes cold. So I would say is bringing those aspects out of like being optimistic, having that independence, showing your independence. You're quite independent anyway. Bringing in that wittiness and adventurous side is going to help maintain this balance for you, because I feel like you need to be doing things physically too, not just like going in on the hermit face. I feel like you need to do something that is going to really get your juices running, as to Pete. I hope I haven't said something wrong. It sounds really creepy, doesn't it? But it's because it's in that creative mode that you're going to feel inspired. So whether it's like writing, drawing, going out in nature, building stuff, whatever it is that makes you, I feel like it's like very hands-on stuff is really gonna help with that. It's like having that balance there, yeah. I want to pull more cards on the Ten of Swords, which is like, like the advice card with the foundation card with the Ten of Swords, because we know that something has come to an end. Yeah, it wasn't a nice thing to go through, but it was inevitable. It was going to happen. You had to break free for those purposes, because you couldn't be yourself, or be yourself around this people, or around this situation. Yeah, so let's have a look, Sagittarius. Yeah, see, you felt there was like emptiness going on that. If you're still feeling stuck, get some advice, find some supported networks that can help, okay, because all is not lost here. We can still, like, it's like you reaching for that key here, reaching for that key and opening the door. So it's like, kind of take the initiative. Don't fall back too much where you're not doing anything. And kind of what I was saying pretty much here. I'm going to pull another card in that. Yeah, is staying in your power lane. Yeah. Emperor card comes in as a strong, you know, someone you can look up to, someone who's in their power, has control of their life. So it's like regaining your power back up is going to help with the grounding as well. So it's that sense of achievement. So I feel really strongly with Sagittarians, it's like doing some physical work that you're going to get satisfaction. So whether it's, you know, it could be like just decorating your home, you know, co-create in your home to make it feel more is different, you know. So bringing in that vibrant energy there, whatever, you know, but it's something that you want to get your hands dirty. That's how I feel. I want to get my hands dirty in this. Okay, that's really like that's what I got. So I want to look into like your career, and it could be goals, whatever, you know, projects or whatever it is that you're looking in for 2025. So let's have a look. So career wise, what is it that you need to know career wise? Career wise. For Sagittarians. Things are not clear at the moment for you, okay? There's things going on behind the scenes about in your career, okay, that you're not happy and contented with just yet, but you're again, you're still trying to figure things out, right? You're still trying to build yourself back up. So I don't know if a lot of you has took time off of work, has been like you know, maybe there's been some sort of stress levels that you've had to take time off of work, or something's beneath the surface. So it's not quite, I don't feel work is quite settled right now. So what would be the advice around the moon card? So the advice would be the world card. So this is about completion. Don't worry too much about your goals, careers, and excuse me a minute. Don't worry about too much about your career, and you know, it's all about going with the flow in 2025. You're still uncovering stuff, Sagittarian. So I feel like it's almost like you can't change anything just yet because you've got to complete certain cycles. It could be that you're undergoing some training, or you're undergoing something and you're waiting for that to form so you know where the next stage of where you need to be. You know, you could be, you know, Paul. So I feel it is really based on a spiritual awakening level, where there's so much uncertainty in different aspects and that. So let's have a look at finances. Right, there's growth, there's steady growth, there's building up. You're managing, you're managing stuff. It hasn't been easy, but there will be there's going to be a lot of progress. Okay, so it's like that slow, steady thing. So you're going to get what you need in 2025. You know, not necessarily what you want, but you're going to get what you need. But keep building up on that aspect. I mean, it's becoming more rooted. And if you look at the coins, they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So as time goes on, things is gonna occur. I really do feel like there's a lot of Sagittarians that's been out of work or not been able to, you know, for personal reasons, you know, and you're still building up. It reminds me of my experiences when I had the car accident, and I had to sort of like take time out from work and that to heal myself. And I'm still going through that cycle now, but you know, it is like it's progress. It's taking slow, steady progress. Okay, so let's have a look in relationships. Relationships, it can represent like all aspects of relationships. So take it where it resonates the most. Okay, so we're going to have a look in relationships for 2025. Remember, this is a general reading, so it may not fit for all, but please do come back, because sometimes, I mean, I do find a lot of my readings can take up to 3 to 4 months for it to really sort of like resonate more. I didn't even read these two, did I? Oh well, it's meant to go that way. We're going to go with that one. So the Nine of Pentacles, right? So relationships, I feel like you're kind of building up your own, this is like a single card. This is someone who's independent, right? So I feel, you know, although I see like newfound friendships and, you know, where you're building up, I see an element of like you're able to be independent in relationships, yeah? And you're able to be yourself. So I feel like there's definitely a change in the dynamics when it comes to relationships. The advice that is given is like, is nurturing those aspects of like, of you're able to sort of like be confident in those relationships, yeah. And the Empress card is coming in as like a whole. So it's like there's definitely massive, you're going to see a massive change in developments around relationships and improvements the more you go further into the year. You know, so it's going to be slow, steady, but it's you're going to be you're going to be a lot happier and more content with what is you know, where, you know, what is happening around in the relationships, okay? And yeah, it's all slow, steady, nice. So health and well-being. Told you you're in this creative field, because you've got the Queen of Wands coming up, and then you've got the Aces, your health and well-being. So I feel like you're doing a load of downloading at the moment. So get a journal, get pen and paper, whatever it is, voice notes, whatever. If something comes to mind, write it down, voice it out. You know, you don't have to do it there and then, but but at least you've got it documented so you can go back to it at any time. Trust me when I'm saying this, because I've done it myself. I've got like loads of I got my book full of like ideas that I haven't even created yet, but it's there in the making. It's there, you know, and you'll be surprised the initiative. So I feel like you're really downloading in 2025. So when you have those still moments and that time for yourself, and you're building up and you're getting it really in touch with your creativity, other things start coming in as well. You're very in tune, Sagittarius, with the spiritual world right now, right? You know, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be doing writing, experimenting, you know. I just see documents. I just feel like you're downloading stuff. This is getting you into your life purpose. I feel, you know, 2025 is about like you working, you know, working with your vibration and your energy, and seeing where it takes you, yeah, where you know, where you I just feel very much your hands on, but I do need you to be paying attention to what is being said to you in your mind's eye, like, you know, when you're like, you're coming up with these ideas of what you think you can do, da, 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 da. Write it down, because when we're having so many downloads and so much information that comes in, we get stuck, and then and then it goes away, doesn't it? And we forget. so if you document it, and then you can go back to it when you actually have got time, because it always happens when you're in the bath, or it always happens in that way. So have a predictor phone, one of those like voice notes things where you can send voice notes to yourself, or whatever works for you in that aspect. Notes, typing it out, or like I said, having a journal, diary and stuff to write things down, because I feel like, again, you're doing a lot of downloads. Okay, so you've got a busy mind going on there. So I would say with the present situation is calming the mind as well, so that information can come in. Yeah. Oh my God, the Queen of Wands has come out again. So you're really in your energy for 2025. Sagittarians, I literally called you Geminis there. Sagittarians, yeah, you're really in that co-created mindset. Okay. Health and well-being is like you're really embracing who you are in 2025, which is nice, isn't it? It's really nice. Okay, so in the future thing, this is about balancing out here, balancing with the emotions, so I feel like, it's all about give and taking. You've had a lot of people taken from you. No, no more. You're coming back into the power, your power a bit more, and like you're tuning into what is more fitting to you. So we're going to pull another card, which is from the angels and ancestors, what they've got to say to you. Oh my God, Gemini's had the same card. How weird is that? And I said about Gemini. Maybe you're going to have a relationship with a Gemini. How weird. Sorry, I had to pause then. Right, Stargazer. I've read this before, so I know what's to come, but it's like setting your intentions higher than it is, Remember I was saying to you about downloads and stuff. So it's reaching for the stars thing. So I feel like, again, I'm going to repeat myself. I feel like at the beginning of the year, you're going to find it really slow. But as time goes on and you chill out a little bit more and be a bit more relaxed about things, I feel like you're going to start seeing some changes happening quite quickly. Like I said, I feel like you're getting messages maybe through the dreams and stuff. So they want you to sort of really set your intentions for thing. Ask for support and help as well. So do your prayers, speak out, do your prayers on the night time, asking for guidance, because I feel like you will get the answers that you're seeking. Yeah. Here, set your sights higher. So like stargazing, looking at the brightest sky, and looking at the brightest star, and know that you know that you've got what it takes to be able to rebuild yourself back up. Okay, but like anything, it takes time. Yeah, you're thriving in 2025. And it's nice to see. I don't even want to read the book. Let's just check because don't want to read the book. Let's have a look at your animal card. Animal card. This is the last. So this is going to bring this reading all together. For Sagittarians, buffalo, abundance. Abundance and liberations are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of all the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. You'll always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. So remember, guys, no matter how small the gratitude is, just be mindful of like, you know, so I'm grateful to have water, I'm grateful to have a bed, I'm grateful, you know, just think of those physical, you know, physical aspects, and you start getting in that place of gratitude and stuff. Very connected to the source. So communicate with it, communicate, talk to them, you know, talk to people, you know, talk to them and ask, you know, ask for that guidance, and it shall come. So I'll leave it with you, Sagittarians. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, give it a like, comment below how it resonated with you. And if you like this, check out my other videos. I've got new range of videos coming pretty soon. I just got to get my butt into gear with it all and get myself out of my comfort zone as well. So anyway, much love to you. Have a great 2025.